things, but prepare for adverse situations that may arise too. Prepare for both. What we fail to do is we are preparing for the great things, but fail to prepare for the adverse situations that may arise. Recession, whatever sin. Prepare for the sins.
Amen. Amen.
Preparing for the thief means protecting, safeguarding your investments or interest against the unexpected. It may mean insuring your property. We came back from Ghana and our house was flooded. It's because I'm a funny person sometimes. And the way I describe things, you don't see how serious the thing looks. But from August to November, we went through some of the toughest times in our life. But it didn't affect what I deliver, what I do here. And the insurance took care of it because I was prepared for the adverse. Did I hear amen? It may mean schooling, additional adult education, paying for and attending seminars in the area of your assignment or career, consciously booking and honoring driving lessons. Don't only book it. This place I want to talk a little bit. Don't only book the lesson, go for the lesson. If you don't clap, book it and go for it. I'm driving lessons, so I'm tired. What are you doing? You're not serious. Book it and honor the driving lesson, pursue it, pass the theory, and pass the driving test. So put money aside instead of chopping McDonald's all the time. Put McDonald's aside. Your career demands that you drive and you are eating. You shouldn't be eating. You want to see your leader go through, you just give it to you. Listen to me now. When you are selling things in front of you, there are selling things you don't do until you have got the thing. What are you eating for? I'm going to cheat myself. Have you learned the driving lesson? They just caught the police caught you the other day. They caught you. And you are eating. Eat. When all of us around June are saying, we have achieved faster progress, you may not be able to say, but that shall not be your portion. That whenever I say, book the lesson, go for the lesson, do your theory, do your driving lesson, and do the test, and pass it over there. Clap your hand. The way you are talking, I don't like it. I think I'm instructing from different schools. Clap! Because you have to do it. This year we came for your welfare. You first. When you succeed, we have succeeded as a church. So get on with it. Not only a few people have to go to the airport and pick up the guest speakers. Start your lesson. A woman can go and pick up a woman preacher. Some of you don't know how to drive automatic. Start learning automatic to drive my Mercedes. When I'm going with Ferdinand anywhere, he's very unhappy that I drive because he doesn't do that. He doesn't know how to drive automatic. Everybody, all my men, start learning auto and manual. Be ready for every season. Somebody comes to you with a breakthrough. God has spoken to the person to bless you with an automatic. You don't know how to drive automatic. And you're saying faster progress. Automatic makes you faster. You see the manual, you get second, all in 60 of that. When I put it in my car, and I move on the way with the money. How many of you ready for faster progress? Shout yes! Come on, get all around. Get ready. Be ready. I had a lift. I was given a lift in somebody's car this week. The following day, the car broke down. Maybe it's because I sat in the car. Maybe that means the person needs a new car. I prophesy a new car to that person in the name of Jesus. Because I didn't like what I saw, so my presence just gets you ready for your new one. So this month, all of you, book your lesson. Do the lessons, do the test, do the theory. Go and sit behind your computer and do click, stop. Do it. Recently I ran through traffic And they took me for a lesson. My wife said, when I came from that particular lesson, I was driving so slow and careful. My wife said, hey, one day shall never cease. The following day, no, I think that evening, I was back at it. He said, my son said, they should have booked 2 lessons. So now, I'm ready. Say amen. I'm ready. Development programs. Amen. And this your personal development program should not be at the expense. I need to add this. It should not be at the expense of your neglecting your spiritual life. Don't say I'm learning, so I'm not coming to church. Everything begins with God. I'm studying. I'm doing a course. I'm doing lessons. I'm doing homework. I'm doing assignment. So I'm not coming to church. None of that this year. Amen. You won't find excuses, you find plain. But this is not the year for excuses. This is a year for pursuing your goals. Feverishly, say amen. Broaden your skill base in order to safeguard your career in case of sudden redundancy or job loss. And be vigilant like Nehemiah and Gideon. A pastor who is trusting God for increase must prepare for it and raise, train, and put leaders in place for the influx. An entrepreneur, business person who's trusting God for breakthrough must at least have registered his business in order not to be disqualified because his company's audited accounts, tax clearance certificates, or some other basic requirement is outstanding. Go around, look at people who have done the kind of business you want to get involved in and learn their mistakes so you don't repeat it. So you experience faster progress. Amen. So this year, do not wait until it is too late to get prepared. No. Get ready now so as to be ready. Do what is required in order to take advantage of the opportunities that God will bring your way. Like Jacob, have a competitive advantage over Esau by not going to the bush when Isaac calls for food, but rearing animals behind your house. So when Isaac says, make me my favorite dish, you just go behind the house, catch an animal, cut his head, cook it. And those of you who want to learn how to want to get married, start learning how to cook. Don't eat junk food all the time. Amen. Save some money on junk food. You don't eat outside. Eat some healthy stuff. Learn how to cook. Amen. And men learn how to cook too. I heard something that some of my men can cook. We were shocked. We actually laughed before we got shocked. Answer. Went to one of them's house at a Christmas with his wife, with a few people. And the guy was frying kale. The man was frying kale with plantain and ginger. The man was at the kitchen. Yeah. No wonder. Amen. Learn how to cook. Study about marriage before you enter it. Amen. Marriage has winding roads and all kinds of challenges. Learn about it before you enter. And the value of enter doesn't mean learning everything before means you will pass all tests. This year I'm going to teach certain things on how to adultery-proof your marriage. Trust me. How to fail-proof it and how to adultery-proof. But there's certain things you will do that can make you commit adultery. Anybody at all can. So you need to know steps to take so you don't. And I will invite all the singles and married. Or if you are single, you should know the steps to take before you enter. So it doesn't happen to you, because it can. Don't like the way you are looking at me. We are building fences this year instead of falling off the fence to be admitted at Mayday. Better build a fence on top of the cliff instead of a hospital at the bottom. Prevention is better than what? Than cure. Some of you, if you think that because you are married, so nobody is interested in you, you are goofy. You're tripping. Some people actually like married wives than singles. And some like married men than singles. And if you think because you are married, so you may not be interested in somebody, you are also tripping. So we go through life with your eyes open. Amen. Say amen. Amen. So this is a serious year. year. The year for change.
Yes, it is.
In every area of our lives. Say amen. So when we organize these meetings and all that, they have been organized for you. So please, I'm going to encourage all of you. Any specialized service, I'll give you the details of it later. So always be in a state of readiness. Why? You don't know when. When I'm going to address the United Nations or the House of Lords, or Congress, the senators in the on Capitol Hill,
Come on now.
or advise the mayor, that is not the time for me to book leadership lessons or book how public speaking, the art of public speaking. No. On my laptop now are courses on how to speak publicly. The art of public speaking. There's a place for shouting amen and a place for being calm. I am learning that now. So when the invitation comes that I must go to school now. Some of you who want to marry, you have to stop the way you talk, or no man will marry you. And some of you men who want to marry, stop sitting on the couch and watching Man U and Chelsea all the time. Even when they are not playing, you are watching their premium games.